not have the luxury of a very well-placed infrastructure. We also do not have the luxury of lots of capital resources. The projects like railways, Bajaj, the ports and Digital India get implemented because of the commitment and the dedication of the people that we have. What we lack in infrastructure and the facilities, we really make it up by having a vast resource of dedicated, talented people. If you really look at our priorities, number 1, 2, and 3, and that all is at this point, work, work, and work. That's all really there is for us right now. But we enjoy what we do, and that's why you see the excitement and the energy.
We have freedom for people to travel anywhere, and they go for work long distances, and therefore travel is extremely important for the economy of this country. The Indian Railways are the second biggest system in the world under single management. We have almost 350,000 reservations of seat and berths per day on over 700 mail express trains throughout the country. The system earlier, till about 2 or 3 years back, when we didn't have computerized system, was that there were manual counters and the queues were very long. People had to wait for 5-6 hours, and therefore we had reached a stage where there was total dissatisfaction with the way the railways provided the service. We were not sure to what extent this type of situation, this requirement would be, we could solve through our computers, keeping in view the size of our problems, the complexity of our problems. We were not sure whether it could meet such loads, such demands, number one, by way of volumes, and number two, the complexities by way of different types of classes, different type of concessions, and all those complexities were involved. And we were not sure whether there was a solution to the problem.
This was a tremendous challenge because the response time criteria was very stringent. We designed our own database management system for this specific project so that the processing is fast. The entire reservation procedure of ticketing, reservation, cancellation, inquiries is very, very complex because there's so many rules are there. If you see the rule book, it will be very, very thick kind of a thing. And all those rules have to be implemented by the system.
When CMC was looking for a computer system to implement this particular project, no one really had at that time the idea of the magnitude of how large this project can be. They wanted to make sure that the software investment that they make in designing their application systems should not really have to be redone as they grow and grow.
We started with VEX 750s, that was to begin with. Then we went to VEX 8600, 2 of them in Delhi. Then we went to VEX 8650s for Bombay and Calcutta. Then we have already gone for VEX 6230s for Madras. And we're going into VEX 6330s for Delhi and Bombay.
The VMS operating system, which is offered by Digital, is extremely user-friendly for online transaction processing applications. Now, entering data was made very, very simple. So user interface we try to develop as simple as possible so that he enters the information in the order in which it is requested, and just he presses the button and the entire information goes into the computer.
Now, this system has provided us with the total data of all the travels between different points by different classes. What was the demand? What was the wait listed? How many people cancelled? Now, we have captured this data for the last 2 or 3 years, and we are now designing an MIS system by which we'll condense it so that the basic data becomes available for any OR type of study that the railways must do in future. Networking is the most important feature that we are now looking for. The DECnet should be able to ultimately link up all these systems. Secondly, we would also like to find out some way by which we can offload our main systems by having some kind of a front-end processors, probably something like the micro-VEXs. And that is what were the specifications we gave to CMC, that it should give us that service, that is universality of service, all trains, all counters, anywhere in the town.
We definitely consider this aspect of digital hardware that this can be expanded by hooking additional CPUs in the cluster mode. Because we knew that after the Bombay area is computerized, they will connect Ahmedabad or maybe other stations in the near future. And then the Bombay system would have to be interconnected to Delhi, Calcutta, and Madras to form a network.
The Indian Railways cannot do without computers as far as the passenger reservation system is concerned. And therefore, it's a question of cannot do without. It's not like well, use computers. Please go use computers. You know, it's a technical advanced thing. Western world is using it. You use it. It's not that. It is here for a man who comes from a village. He comes and really gets a really good service and really blesses the service. He also understands computers now. You could find applications which are more complicated and probably more effective, but perhaps nowhere in the world you will find computers being used so impressively and visibly to serve the masses.
But now you can stand in any window and know about any train. That's the real, I think that he said the right thing.
So I have to come back to another window for another train on the same route. Now it is not so. I can get in, I can cancel, I can do whatever, jump round.
I am supposed to go to Pune and my brother is supposed to go to Surat. Now, first I have to go to Western Railway, then go to Central Railway, stand in one queue, stand in second queue. Now it's not like that. You can have Pune reservation of Western Railway, Central Railway. It's not necessary the full family will travel to one destination only. Some of them may travel in different direction. And one person going for booking, he can get all the tickets at one window.
Get them all at once.
Yeah. Another standing in now.
And from one window. You can get it all from one window. That is amazing.
When you're going in for computers, obviously you are not going in only for something which can be calculated as a direct return on investment. You are going in for information, accuracy of information, timeliness of information, and you are going in for information which can be provided to the management at different levels in different permutations and combinations as they desire.
Bajaj is the leading edge of manufacturing companies in India. They've always looked ahead, and that is why in spite of the international competition, they've been ahead in their own game of manufacturing scooters and auto rickshaws and things like that. And they needed a networking solution that would be very flexible, which would be adaptable, which would be able to grow.
We have a large number of terminals, so we are creating a fairly extensive network of terminals and workstations in all our departments. So it's not only a computer put in one air-conditioned room and that is that. It's spread all over the company. We are depending a great deal on our VAX 8800.
Information systems are integral part of whatever else we are doing here. Of course, we are making scooters, three-wheelers and motorcycles, but we find that information systems are really helping every other function in this organization in doing their activities in a better and more efficient manner. So today, information system is not something, apart from what else other people are doing, but it is an integral part of their activity. We wanted the man on the shop floor to get the right information at the right time to help in his actual day-to-day work. We have the research and development and tool engineering, which are the basic engineering departments. They have now the CAD workstations, which are being used for design of our new products, for improving the designs of our existing products in terms of increased safety or cutting down the material costs and so on. They are being used for designing the toolings and dies for bringing out the new models. Manufacturing control system is one of the major applications that we have developed, which encompasses monitoring production performance against targets, monitoring workers' efficiency, machine utilization, work in process, our inventory and so on. On all our assembly lines where we are producing our scooters, three-wheelers or motorcycles, as the vehicles are coming out every second or third minute from the line, the information is going into the computer system. The computer is automatically allocating that production to different dealers, identifying into which truck what should go to which dealer, etc. The dispatch people only take these documents, see that the vehicles are loaded and they are dispatched. Since we have installed the VAX 8800, our applications are continuously increasing. So we are already looking at adding more computing power, and we feel that since we have already made an Ethernet in the plant, we could do that by adding machines like microvaxes or a little bigger system for departmental computing, which will fit into the existing environment without causing any additional problem. And the reason why we have been able to grow from a single PDP-11 in 1983 to a large VAX 8800 here and a number of other VAX and PDP compatible systems in our other plants is the acceptability and the involvement of our end users. Right from the first time we designed the first online production application for our first shop, it really took off. So it's really an excellent situation.
No machine in the plant and no computer can do anything if you don't have the right people manning it. Just as without money it's very difficult to become truly global, just as without competent, dedicated people, you can't become truly global. Similarly, without adequate computing power, without a proper management information system installed in your works, all the money in the world and all the people in the world may not still enable you to become truly international, truly multinational, and truly global.
We are putting up not merely a high technology port in terms of technology, but also in terms of modernizing management concepts. This port is good in the sense that this is being built from scratch, organization-wise, infrastructure-wise, norms-wise, work ethics, work culture, whatever. The work of the chairman of the Nhava Sheva port, which I have been given, is mainly to put this whole project together, the execution of it, to put it all together and see that the right coordination is there and nothing would happen that one section could hold up the work of the other, and to see that the project moves as a whole.
This job had to be delivered within 41 weeks, which was a very, very tight schedule. It's impossible, to design and develop this kind of a complex system in such a short time. Therefore, as soon as we finish the bidding, without waiting for getting the contract, we started working on it with the assumption that we will land the contract.
It's been very, very exciting. In fact, handling the first ship has given us a lot of satisfaction, and we are quite proud that we were able to do this ship fairly fast in unloading the containers. This will assist us in planning import sequence, export sequence, and also in automated operations. It will give a real-time status of the entire operation.
But the ships don't have a lot of time. We want a ship to be serviced as fast as possible. That is only possible if the system provides for our computer talking to the crane computers and the cranes automatically operating as per the instructions given by our computer. In future, some other computers also may get connected to our computer. The next will be the computer which will do the administrative work for the port.
This very big project will create a large employment base within the port and also secondary and tertiary sectors of industry and services which will develop in the hinterland of the port. So it has immediate benefits to the hinterland of this area, which falls within the Maharashtra region, and it will also have a very, very big impact on the national economy as a whole.
I really see digital as a corporation and Digital India in particular really moving on the path of becoming a total solution supplier to a customer. A customer has needs not just in the hardware, in software, in applications, in services, education, site management, communications, networks, maybe telecommunications. I see digital emerging as a major force in the total enterprise related servicing, and I believe that's where digital will be, and we, Digital India, along with digital, will be there.